I don't want to say lovely, Larry. Giant fans down in the dump. But the beautiful thing about baseball is you got a game tonight against Arizona. You lead a city, and hopefully you can start, I'll call it a trend or a winning streak. How about that?
Well, it's a good time to hit Arizona, right? Gallen's hurt, and Merrill Kelly's hurt, and they're dinged up.
They're 5 under, 27-32.
Eduardo Rodriguez is their big free agent signing of the offseason. He's been hurt. So they're hitting the Diamondbacks at the right time, and they play well in Arizona.
Yeah, the ball flies. You're right there.
They love that ballpark.
So we've been talking a lot in the green room. We'll kind of table the baseball just for a second here because the NBA Finals are upon us this Thursday. I cannot wait, and I hate we have to wait. But, Larry, I got to tell you, because I have Boston, but I want Dallas. I've always been a Kyrie Irving fan. I'll say this, and you can say it at my funeral if you want to get up and speak if you come, Larry, is Kyrie Irving might be the most skilled fundamental basketball player I've ever seen. Okay, I know he hasn't did the right thing off the court, and we saw what was going on when he went to Brooklyn and everything with that, but Luka's just incredible. I need a 30 for 30 on a guy that can't jump over a newspaper but plays the game at his pace. And I just wonder how much of that, real quick, Larry, is at 14 he was playing grown-ass men. Like, is that all that it takes? It's incredible to watch him. I hate him barking at the refs, but Luka Doncic is incredible.
How does Vlade take Bagley over Luka? And he knew Luka. He knew Luka, and he took Bagley over Luka.
Now that is Sacramento. I was going to say a fireable offense, but boy, imagine what the Kings would be had he not done that.
Oh, I know. I like Dallas. Now, Boston was 14 games better than Dallas this year.
But it's the regular season.
Yeah.
And they play hero ball. Go ahead, Larry.
And they played twice in the regular season. Boston won both.
Okay.
And Boston definitely has got some good things going on right now.
I just don't like their coach. But go ahead.
When you get to the fourth quarter you got Luka and Kyrie, you've got two finishers there that are among the very best in the NBA over the last decade. In the fourth quarter, I mean, Kyrie Irving is a finisher,
It's incredible. We saw what he did in the 16 finals.
We can make fun of him all we want and the flat earth and all of his stupid comments. But guess what?
On the court.
He is genius.
I appreciate that, Larry.
He's genius. I mean, he's a great, great closer. In some ways, he was more of a closer than LeBron.
Right, man.
When he played with LeBron.
LeBron's
the guy.
Fourth quarter in the finals, outside of Fetsis Azili fouling LeBron a couple times. But your boy closed that.
Yeah. So Kyrie, and now you got Luka.
Boy.
And have you seen Luka, some of the heat check threes he's taking? He's like 15 feet behind the line.
It's incredible, man.
I mean, he's like almost like a half-court shot. So you got two great finishers. The P.J. Washington Gafford editions.
They just match, additions. Right? They just match.
Yeah. Great additions. I like Dallas because inevitably.
The pressure's on Boston, you admit, though, right?
Yeah, I think Boston.
In the streets, their pressure's a Tatum's rep.
Yeah.
I know, as crazy as that sounds. Do you know Brown's the highest paid? Like, all that's combustible, and I think, Larry, you're going to call me crazy. They might have to choose one.
Between Brown and
I don't know. Like, if they don't win, but the unicorn to me is the biggest facet to this series. If Porzingis plays, I think, and Stoney, we were laughing like he's never taken the game seriously. He's always hurt. But this year, when he's out there, he brings another dimension along with Holiday and Horford. So I think he's playing. But, Larry, I think Boston has the most pressure on him.
No doubt. The zinger, though, is a key factor. I mean, if you can get Porzingis out there, that's going to be huge. But I like Dallas. First of all, I think Kidd is an underrated coach. He's a basketball genius. He's always been a basketball genius.
Kid.
This guy I saw him in high school. He was a basketball genius then. So he's a really good coach, and they made the right moves at the deadline. I mean, I don't think they would be here if they didn't add the size that they added. I mean, P.J. Washington was a great addition.
But who
Gafford gives them size and athleticism.
Now and they got the lob game.
And now you get two finishers in Kyrie and Luka. If the game is a 5-point game at any point in the fourth quarter, and like 95% of all NBA games are within 5 points, it seems like, in the fourth quarter, I got to go with Dallas. Because Dallas can finish.
And you got me thinking about real quick here, Jay Kidd and what he's implemented to that team. They're playing defense now, Larry. Like Dallas gets down and dirty. You told me earlier, again, I'm a nerd, you're a nerd, sport nerd. You watch things over. Larry, you're going to laugh at me. This is the God honest truth. Evan can back me up. I cannot stop nor take the Warriors not in the playoffs. I can't stop watching that play-in game. Some will say, just throw it out, Goo. But Larry.
The Sacramento game?
The Sacramento game. What these refs.
So how many times you watch it?
Oh, probably 7. I swear to you.
You're like waking up in the middle of the night with like Keon Ellis thoughts.
Yes, dude. But what's happened is that what he was, and he picked Wiggins and Curry. What's scaring me is.
That was a nice little draft pick out of Bama.
I don't think that game happens if the refs. Like the Warriors got a taste or a glimpse of this playoff basketball, which I don't like, Larry. They're letting everything go, and Sac used that to their advantage. They were more cutthroat and physical than the Warriors. So everything about me Warrior-related has changed because now I'm like, okay, can Pods dribble and not get knocked off his spot? Not doing the 82 season. Can Moody? It's in the play. Larry, this is a new beast, what they're allowing to play, and I caught hell for this last week. Be careful what you throw Andrew Wiggins away for. Just be careful, Larry. I need somebody to get through to him. I would take that chance. Or if you get something of substance in return, I'm good. But I'm hearing too much. Just get rid of him. Addition by subtraction. Me and Steiny got into it last week. The dude can play.
He's your only guy in his prime.
I
mean, you want to say what's the Warriors' biggest problem? Nobody's in their prime. Everybody else, all these other teams, Dallas,
think about that.
They're all in their prime. The Warriors have old guys and young guys, and one guy in their prime, Wiggins.
To be fair, is that what happens when you run a decade and you're still going with the homegrown? You know what I mean, Larry?
It's just a series of moves. This is what's happened. I don't trust Wiggins anymore. I don't want to give him away, but I saw somebody say they could get Jared Allen. If they can get Jared Allen.
I said that to Steiny. He brought that up I'll drive to the airport.
Yeah, I mean.
That ain't going to happen.
I'll take Jared Allen. I would take, there's a lot of guys I would probably take for Wiggins, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of Wiggins. I mean, you'd have to move Wiggins at this point.